Are you an Elizabeth or are you just a Beth?
I'm Elizabeth.
See, I'm not.
Do
I'm
you
just
want to be
Beth, and
called
I've always wanted
Elizabeth?
to be
No,
Elizabeth.
No, I thought you wanted to be called Beth.
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so what's up? All right, we're all chilling. We got Beth in his house. Not sure if anyone's gonna watch this because no one comes to my meetings. It's not expected. You guys have all been here for years, and we have the most solid group of adjuncts I've ever seen. So I'm so honored to be with all of you. Today is August 20th, 25. We're getting ready for the fall 25 semester. It starts Monday, August 25th. It ends December 13th. And then the late term, if you guys are teaching late term, starts October 20th in week 9. To prepare, verify all your classes are in Blackboard, go through, check your dates, your times, make sure your classes are built to include an updated syllabus, all your dates are right, make sure your quizzes are set up. If you need any help with Norton Inquisitives, just hit me up or watch my video on how to set up Inquisitives. There's a link in my social science newsletter that takes you to the YouTube video to set that up. And then also check to make sure students are in your classes. I can't tell you how many times that's happened that I just don't have students. If you guys have any changes in availability, just let me know. Or if you guys have some special requests, just send it out. Email your students Sunday before the start of the semester, please. And also make sure you're posting announcements each week, including that wonderful welcome email. And all right. So for your syllabi, I just sent out the blurb. We're gonna get stuck. Beth's gonna hook it up. I just sent out the blurb. You can delete all the old stuff that used to be in there called support services by the college. You don't need any of that anymore. The only thing that has to be in there is your blurb because now it's in Blackboard under fall 2025 college policies. All right. So just make sure you have testing your faith. Please email your syllabi to Karen and me by Thursday. I like to have an archive of them because I'm always going through them. These are due by tomorrow. Again, for your own, the college policies, if you're going to take the day off, you have to email the dean and Karen. I'm not the boss. I just coordinate and do the scheduling. Email the students. Please, when it comes to emailing, students emailing you every 2 days, guys. You know how students are. So get on it. 48 hours or 2 business days if it's a weekend. But you know, Sunday is always the craziest day. That's just the way it goes. I usually even have an office hour on Sundays just for that. Now, I'm not saying you have to answer emails on those days. But again, you know how it goes. Late policies, just, we go over this every time, but just have something that's standardized in your classes. We used to have attendance for all face-to-face classes. We don't do that anymore. But what does matter is the no-shows in week 2. You'll get an email from me, and then I'm constantly sending out the academic alerts in week 4, 6, 8, 10 because then if any student ever comes back at you about anything, you can be like, look, I submitted an academic alert. I did my job. You know what I mean? That's how you're covered. Again, when it comes to student engagement, they really love it when you respond to their emails, continue to build rapport. All of you are doing a rocking job. But as we go, we are starting to think about like how can we build out our online course shells to be a little bit more personal and build rapport? Do we need more videos? Do we need more somehow to get students interacting? So things to be thinking about that we'll be thinking about in the future. When it comes to training, the CETLI website, the Center for Excellence Teaching and Learning, I forget what the I is actually, I know that's wrong. There,
Innovation.
innovation, my bad. I'm supposed to know that kind of stuff. So that is the website. It has a lot of featured trainings and things like that. Please check that out. There is new money for training. So if you guys are interested in training, just reach out to your dean, see what's available for money for training. Okay. And just always let the students know about library assistance and tutoring, especially if you have intensive writing and things like that in your classes. Make sure you turn grades in on time. If you're going to be late, email Amber Hare and Dr. Hines. No shows, again, are very important. Don't forget those. Academic alerts are very important. I know people just, it's an extra step, but again, it covers you. Make sure you're putting in zeros and blackboards every week so students have updated grades. I generally recommend 48 to 72 hours for getting your grades in. Any accommodations for accessibility, if you guys have any issues, just hit up advising. They'll walk you through it. Um, you cannot have grades for attendance, but you can have grades for participation. It's always a weird thing, just to clarify. Again, email your students with a sense of urgency when they get to you. Okay, look over your syllabi, look over your classes, make sure everything is, got good rigor, you have good high quality assessments, adjust as need be. If you need any help with course building, I will build courses. Right now, I'm just building out a couple history courses. I just built a couple psychology last semester. So whatever you guys are interested in, just hit me up. or hit up Tucker Schneider, who can help you with everything. Make sure in your
He's very
courses,
helpful.
yeah, he's incredibly helpful. All of them, him and Jessica have been great.
Mhm.
Just make sure your grades are kept up to date. Make sure you have an updated part 1 and part 2 syllabi in your classes. All right, you guys need anything? You don't have to have your personal email. I don't think that's something, phone contact here. I have my personal cell on my syllabi, and now I'm really questioning it lately, and so now I think I need to like change it to Edison, which now that makes sense. So that is something I was thinking about. Maybe you should think about. And then again, we've gone over to eCampus for your bookstore. If you guys need anything, a physical book, an ebook, just hit me up. I'll connect you with the rep via the email, and we should be good. Any questions? You guys good?
I just like to ask Beth, just out of curiosity, are you doing all remote this semester, or will I see you on campus at all?
It's Mondays, 6.
Monday night.
Okay. Okay. I might run into you if I have to work late one night, which does happen sometimes.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, very
Yeah,
good.
I'll be around.
All right, Beth. So again, just look over those classes that we copied in for you. Just hit up Tucker with the info, the class you want stolen from me. But again, look through that one. It's a little different than the online one that I had made before. Like
Okay.
I've cut out a lot of assignments. It still has like a final project draft, and it still has a final project. Still has quizzes each week. But again, I built in more of like it's an in-person class, so it's definitely more group oriented. Get them in a circle. You're only gonna have a few kids, and so if they come to class prepared, they can just at least read off some of the stuff, ready to talk about what's up. So then you can lecture a few minutes and be like, okay, what'd you guys write about for the week? And so if you're doing culture that week, they should be coming in that Monday already having submitted stuff from the culture assignment. It gets them into their books before they even come into the class. And then you don't have to have that conversation like, what do you want to talk about? No. What do you guys have on your papers? Let's go around the room. And then I think I put in there like 10 points. You can let them slide the first few weeks until they kind of get a feel for it because they might be confused. So if they get confused, like you get like 2 chances to be late on this, but otherwise, come to class prepared next time. It just helps with that situation. All right, cool.
Okay.
All right. Holla if you need anything.